Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Market Mates episode. It's great to be back with you all. Sorry for the little delay. Craig and I got busy chatting as we always do before the show. We should probably jump on 20 minutes before just so we can chat, but it is what it is. Craig, mate, how are you? I see you're in a jumper today. So he's upgraded from a singlet just last week to a long sleeve shirt yesterday to a full jumper, Craig. We're keeping tabs on your wardrobe choices. A note, a pudgy penguin, Craig, that you no longer own is on the front of that that hoodie. GM to you, mate. A bit of a controversial choice of clothing today, chat. My hoodie with my pudgy penguin is also actually, I think it's in this cupboard. So maybe one day we'll have to wear them both. But GM to you, mate. How are you? Hey, that's a good intro. GM to you, mate.
That's some of your best work, Greeny. I'm good, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, dude, as Bitcoin goes lower, you'll see more and more clothes coming on me, man. It's the Bitcoin winter. So, yeah, and shout out to whoever owns this pudgy now, man. Thank you.
Free merch, bro. Free bloody...
They should, if they messaged me and said, take that off, I'd fucking crack up. That would be so funny.
It has your name under it, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, good times. I did actually, when I was having this made, I did mention to them that this was up for sale, man. So they were aware of that at the time. You're getting your hoodie, Greeny. Let's go. Yeah, it's cold, chat. It's cold here, man. It's winter. Good morning.
I'm going to open the window, though, because, so I've got my hoodie right here. So.
Oh, let's go. Good morning, Chris. Thanks for pulling up. Bitcoin's pulling back. We'll chat about that soon. Greeny's got a hoodie, I believe, probably with his pudgy on, I'm thinking. Now I need my ape. Now I need an ape, Greeny.
Yeah, can we just replace this with an ape, please? Thanks. All right, there we go.
That actually looks good. That looks quite cool on there, the white.
Yeah, there it is, guys. Hold on, let me move it.
Memories, eh? Memories.
Take me back.
Bro, when I got this hoodie, I think pudgies was still probably about 40 grand or something. I don't know.
Well, it was after Oz CryptoCon, wasn't it? Yeah. So they were still quite high last year. So yeah, excuse us, chat. We're just reminiscing about what was in 2025 and how much we're already halfway through 2026, Craig, which is pretty crazy to think about. So
it is.
But lots happening. Craig and I were just literally talking about the Australian government changes over the past week have been crazy in terms of tax changes, all this sort of stuff. So naturally, it was interesting to see the CPI data and PPI data come out very much over in the America, because that obviously probably influences markets far more superiorly compared to the Australian market. So we will bring that up pretty much straight away, Craig. But yeah, mate, I'm doing good. How are you doing? You're doing good? Chill.
Yeah, right. Life's good. Give me lower. Gee, what's up?
Yeah. We'll let's analyze this, because so I dropped a YouTube video last night actually. So you can. Oh, dude, I'm on the wrong one. Wait, what? All right, there we go. Now we're talking. There we go. So I dropped a YouTube video last night, just basically saying levels that I'm interested in, what I'm currently looking at. So if you haven't watched that, go and watch that after this live stream today. Just basically my analysis about where we are, levels that I want to see taken, or at least where I think the moves happen. Now, naturally, over the past few days, we've had some pretty crazy data come in. So CPI, which is Consumer Price Index, year over year in the US, has increased. And this is the highest, Craig. This is the highest it has been since June 2023. Now, all the bulls on the timeline have been telling me for months that they're going to have rate cuts in America. Now, let me add an extra level to this. U.S. Producer Price Index year over year is at 6%. The forecast was 4.9. The previous was 4.3%, Craig. That's a 1.7 increase. That's like a 33% increase month over month with year over year. Producer price index. Craig, America is about to head where Australia has been for a long time, and that is interest rate hikes, which puts pressure on risk on assets and obviously puts pressure on liquidity globally, I would say, not only in-house in America. So big news. We were talking about this before, everyone was, and Trump is to blame for this. I'm sorry, but he is so to blame for this. And I feel so sorry for Jerome Powell, because bro is doing his job. in a really good way. And now he's been shafted out of the office. I've got an article to talk about Kevin Walsh as well.
Yeah, free Jerome, free Jerome.
Genuinely though, and then basically they're like, oh no, we want to bring in a crypto guy, like we want him to be progressive, he's going to cut the rates. Bro, you can't cut rates when your CPI and your PPI is increasing. You can't do that. So America, yeah, interesting times for risk on assets. Craig, what are your thoughts here after the data really confirms what we probably all thought, that inflation is creeping up here due to probably decisions that Trump has made over the past few months?
Yeah, man. I mean, we were talking offline about this. I was pretty bearish offline. I think a lot of countries are about to go through what Australia's gone through, or going through now.
Yeah.
And the economy just doesn't look great to me, and it hasn't looked great for a long time. And I think I think we can all agree as humans on this planet, we're being mismanaged. To put it politely, I think the management above is mismanaging us. And I'm definitely not tired of winning. Trump lied, I'm not tired of winning, Greedy. I'm tired of losing. What was I saying? I think there's tough times ahead. I think governments have been misspending in a lot of places. Look, I don't want to get into immigration too much because I know it's a touchy subject. We're not here to talk about that, but it does affect things. And we've seen an increase here in Australia. So I can probably speak more specifically about Australia because it's closer to home. Immigration.
I tried to talk to my wife about this last night, and she takes it the wrong way. She's like,
racist, you're fascist. It's like, no,
she's like, Greenie, I am an immigrant, like as in she is an immigrant. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be alive. My mum is an immigrant. That's not what I'm saying. Okay.
No, I'm an immigrant and I'm still saying it, man.
Yeah, no, thank you. Can you talk to my wife, please? Thank you.
Yeah, we got to be very careful here. I'm not saying don't let new people in. I'm saying let skilled workers in who are going to improve the country.
But look after the Australians in your bloody country already. GDP, we showed it on the show yesterday. The GDP would be negatively growing right now if it wasn't for immigration, okay? Because it's hiding behind that wall of new people coming into the country.
Yeah, so for us in the market, specifically like crypto and equities and things, I'm just worried that the mismanagement is going to have quite a big effect, like it did. I'm just well aware of 2008 and the real estate cycle, and I'm worried. It's probably the wrong word. I'm an observer, and I'm preparing myself if we go lower. I don't think we're in a good place economically worldwide. I don't think we're in a good place. We're printing money at a crazy amount. Inflation's just through the roof. Government just keeps printing so it can keep spending. And I think we need to go through a period of battening down the hatches just a little bit. And I don't know if the government's going to want to do that because it's going to have to accept some harsh truths about itself. And the government's not, in my experience, is not good at self-reflection. And the government likes to say, oh, Labor did this, National did that, One Nation did this. It's like, no, you guys did this. It's
collectively. Collectively.
Yeah. So I'm just a bit worried about where prices are going here. I don't want to freak anyone out. Like we always do, Greenie, we'll take it level by level, fib level by fib level. And I find personally doing TA helps so much, because without TA, like, what do you say, right? You're like, oh, where's the bottom? It could be anywhere.
My thesis. Yeah, shut up, bro. Shut
up. Sorry, you go.
No. Well, like we've been saying over the last few days as well, like the whole stock market rally has been held up by a minority of tokens. Gosh, I'm so crypto oriented. Stocks. That you have to be so cautious with that, because that is a sign of exhaustion. That you go and look at some of these charts, like you look at this chart, Craig, like this is just absolutely absurd. This is the S&P 500, like
amazing, bro.
Like this here, I thought this was it. I thought that was it back whenever this was at the end of March. I really thought this was okay. We're going for a corrective wave for 2026, and then okay, let's just do this. Still hitting new all-time highs, but I mean it's led by your tech stocks like Apple, new all-time high, basically. Amazon, pretty much an all-time high. Where's NVIDIA? NVIDIA, new all-time high. So like Google as well. Google, new all-time high. Meta, a little bit off its all-time high, but not far away, you know? It's just like, it's like crazy to think about all of this sort of stuff. And I mean, the ASX 200 is very similar as well. If we zoom out on that bad boy, like that's at all-time high. So like at some stage, we should expect some form of a correction, but we don't know when it's going to happen. We're just talking about it because it's important that we have these conversations so that you're aware of all not positions, all possibilities of occurrence. And I think that's why we win more often than we lose, because we take into consideration all scenarios. We aren't just a hopeless bull or a hopeless bear. We actually analyze the market, as you said, using TA and fundamental knowledge, and stay up to date with that so that we can make unemotional is probably the key word, make unemotional decisions. We might get stuff wrong. Stuff might pump way higher after us. I mean, my useless trade just last week is a great example. Like, it went 2x from my entry, but I only walked away with like a 20% move. Doesn't matter. I still made the right decision. I still took profit on that trade, and I've walked away and it's already back pretty much at my entry or pushing back towards there. So look, that's the thing that we try and articulate on this channel is like, we always like to talk more globally about what's happening, because ultimately, I mean, the Mag 7, Craig, we were talking about this as well, new all-time highs. So look, it's just fascinating where the world is right now, and the minority of stocks that are really holding up everything in that market. And if they weren't pumping as hard in terms of AI infrastructure, data, tech stocks, well, then arguably we would be in a bit more of a corrective move. So anyways, Bitcoin broke below 80K again, Craig, over the past 24 hours. It looks like it's just holding on to this low time frame range. But arguably, if we do get our daily close in about 40 minutes time, it's probably going to be closing below that. That key level there on a low time frame is about 79.5, and we're at 79.3 right now. I'm not going to reveal my levels because I revealed them in my YouTube video. So go to my YouTube channel, Greeny Trades, and go watch that video, because I talk about it with far more depth and why, and some key analysis there that I'm using. But Craig's still very bearish, chat. He's more bearish than I am. I don't think we see sub 50K Bitcoin, but I do think we could go into the 50K region. Would be still on my plate here. This is still a macro lower high, Craig. This is still a macro lower high. This is still, Craig, a macro bear flag, which is usually continuation to the downside, or at least a sweep of liquidity down here. Patience. I know people are sick of it. I get comments literally every day. Greeny, you're such a hopeless bear. It's like, no, bro. Like, look at me. Look at the show a year ago. Look at the show in 2023, Craig, is what I would love to tell everybody. Go back and watch the show in 2023, and we're hopeless bulls, bro. And that turned out right. What I like to articulate is just realistic price-based analysis. And I think so many people can't deal with the bearish side of price, and price goes up, price goes down. GM to you, Hugo, GM to yourself as well.
Did he just say hello to himself?
Yeah, I think you did. But basically what I'm looking at, like what I'm trying to say is like, so many people can deal with the bullish TA
That's
that I
easy to
posted.
deal with.
Yeah, or the bullish, like we had altcoin season was looking good on Monday. That show blew up for viewers, and then we talk about, oh, well, hold on a minute, cautious candles over the last few days, and viewership goes down. Hey, I know what it is. Like, I could bullshit my way to 100K followers on Twitter, to 100K subs on YouTube, but I don't do that because I actually care, and I try to educate about realistic price-based analysis, Craig.
Agreed. No, I was never born a very good liar. Unfortunately, in some ways, I'm not great. I'm pretty easy to spot. And I've just always traveled and I know lots of people say this, and all the scammers say the same thing, but you guys can go back and check the receipts. That's the good thing about us doing a live show, is there's the receipts there. But I just wanted to explain, like, even though I'm a bit bearish and I think we go lower, there's a chance we don't go as low as what I think. And it's more me mentally preparing myself for all options. So I kind of run through, what it'll feel like, what it will look like if that was to happen. So you look at the bearish case, the really bearish case, the bullish case, the in-between case, and you plan out your levels. That's what I do. And you emotionally, because your nervous system doesn't actually really know the difference between you thinking about 59K and it really happening. Your body responds with cortisol and things like that. So what I find is I start to think about it. I don't pretend it's real, but I guess I do. I think about, okay, if that hits, how am I going to feel? What am I going to do? And what I find is then that way, if those levels actually hit, I've got a plan. I mean, and I'm emotionally and mentally, I've actually been through it before. I've played that game before. So it's like going on the field again. I'm like, oh no, I know this field. I've played here before, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I do that. I think people that just think we're going higher are gonna poo their pants, bro. If we go to 59, man, they're gonna be like, what's happening? What do I do? And it's so hard to plan what to do with your anxiety through the roof. And I'm saying this from experience, because I've done this so many times and not had a plan at the lows. I had loads of plans at the highs. Everyone's got a plan at all-time high, brother, but no one sells anyway. So people make plans and still don't sell on greed, and they don't buy fear. So my advice, not financial but just emotional advice, is just prepare for all scenarios, make a plan, and then no matter what happens, you know what to do. So you can just go robot mode. What do I do? Buy, sell, whatever. That's my advice. Would you tend to agree with that? Do you kind of do that, Greeny? You run through the scenarios in your head and make a plan what you're
Yeah,
going to do?
and trust me, I still am emotional with decisions, and I think the biggest
Oh
lesson
man,
is no one will ever be unemotional unless you're a bot.
no,
Like you can't be. So, but it's just like that's why we try and educate. That's why GTG exists as well. You can check that out. It's in the description below where Craig and I have a community. Like it's it's to talk through these processes with other people who are going through the same thoughts, the same
yeah,
experiences, the same lessons, okay? And it's trying to remove the emotional decisions and putting it back on practical fundamental decisions. And that could be literally fundamental analysis like what we're talking about here. PPI being I mean CPI going up but also PPI going up. This is outrageous in my opinion. That's crazy to me. Like that is like it's one of the largest increases we have seen in PPI in ages, in absolutely ages. So just something to note there. But fundamentally understanding this, aligning that with Bitcoin at an inflection point around 80K, well, naturally, perhaps we are seeing a bit of an exhaustion after this bounce from 59K in February. So look, it's just about trying to be as unemotional as possible using technical analysis because price tells you everything to know. Oh,
yeah,
but Greeny, what about an Elon tweet about this meme coin? Yeah, well, I mean, price is probably going
yeah,
to give you an entry on that trade initially, or it's probably going to tell you when to exit already. Like, you can't be, okay, you should not trade, you should not invest if you are basing your decisions off somebody else. It's as fucking
yeah.
simple as that, man.
That's gambling. That's like sports betting for me.
Gambling, exactly right. Oh, Greeny's going to tweet about this token. I should buy some. Yeah, sick, bro. Like, no, don't do that. Like,
It would be the same as, say, for the viewers from Australia, and you're betting who the first try scorer is in a rugby league game. It's
it is.
for me.
It is.
It's the same as that. Like you might have an inclination, but you're
Yeah,
probably
there
like,
might be an edge because of the player's position, their
yeah.
analytics, what the edge
But
is doing,
I
who they're
wouldn't put your
defending.
house
Like,
on that.
no, exactly. Like you can still, and that's the thing. Like you can still have an edge in all markets, but if it's a gambling nature, it's a gambling nature. Like you can't rely on Trump or Elon or whoever it is to tweet about something and
Nah.
try and make money off or on that. Like as soon as that person press post, you are late. Like you're already late to that move. So price already gives you that understanding. Okay. And price often moves before before the news often drops or the fundamental changes occur because it's already showing you exhaustion like it did last year. It's showing me now that, look, we're slowing down a little bit here. We're coming into a very high level of confluence where resistance is pretty fair. We could push a little bit higher to 84, 83, 85. And that's probably the line in the sand. Unless you see volume increase and an impulsive move through that level, we're probably going to go lower. Like that's just how price has to work here. Like, and it does, like, I don't have to be making money every day, but I need to understand that fundamentally
Yeah.
so I can make decisions moving forward.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think even though you may not make money in the short term with that sort of knowledge, in the long term, you'll make millions probably. Not financial advice. If you're good at it and you compound it over time, your wins, you probably will walk away a very happy man or woman in this market. That's my experience anyway. Let me ask you a question. With your knowledge of TA, are you surprised about this pullback from this level?
No,
Has it
I
caught
think
you off guard?
personally, I think we could go higher up to here. But this is my first line in the sand. Like if you look at a log chart, we are at the golden pocket on a log chart. We're also coming into, again, like people, Greeny's talking about all these random terms. If you don't understand the terms, join us in GTG. Craig dropped it in the chat. It's in the description, like right at the top. Join us in GTG because you can ask me about this every day. I literally do a live stream 4 times a week with a community that's only exclusive to GTG.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a
I
great
released
chat, by the way, guys. It's a really
yeah,
in-depth look at the at levels specifically. It's very, very detailed. If you'll walk away from that, I think very comfortable with everything the market could possibly do, which I think is
yeah.
important. It's just about preparing yourself. That's the main message I'm trying to get across. And I guess I'm trying to instill it in everyone now, because it's almost the best time to capture people, because I think probably on the timeline, a lot of people got caught off guard by this, and you shouldn't have. That's kind of why I asked you if you got caught off guard. And the short answer was really, no, you didn't get caught off guard by it. And I didn't either. In fact, it was expected. I think the probability was more on the side of a pullback here, or more like 85, right? But we just about kissed it anyway. We're so close. Like, for me, it's close enough. Yes, we could pump from here and it tap 85. Maybe we go to 93, but this move down hasn't caught me off guard. And altcoins bleeding now. If you got caught off guard, you really, 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 I encourage you, please tune into us daily. And if you want an even better edge, join GTG, because that's what it's going to give you. You're going to be prepared for moves like these, and you're going to have a plan. I think you will I think your likelihood of success is greater. And I guess that's why I'm happy to show GTG, because I really believe that. And
Yeah.
I would find it hard to believe you join and walk away with no value. I don't know how.
I mean, we've been going for 3 years too, and we have 80 5-star reviews. So like, it's like the proof is in the pudding, and it's my passion. It's my goal. I'm a qualified teacher. I love helping people understand markets and price, and you will walk away with some form of better understanding than when you joined. And I think that's the real key, I think, as well. So we might need, hey, Schweppes, if you need to clip that so that we can market that. Thanks, bro. That'd be great. Yeah, anyways, we'll have to see. Like, this daily close, very important. If not, we probably see 77. That's a little cheat code for what I'm thinking. But hot inflation data pours cold water on the Federal Reserve rate cut hopes, exactly like we started about at the start of the show, Craig. America have been absolutely what's the word? Blindsided by Trump, maybe perhaps a good word to describe. Yeah, Rero, we're getting fresh here. It's been raining a lot recently here, man. So it's definitely starting to cool down like NZ. But Craig, what's your thoughts here? I mean, America, they've been blindsided they've been like absolutely like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? But basically, Trump is hiding the facts. Oh, the stock market's at all-time highs, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we've just dominated Iran, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, brother. Well, CPI is increasing. PPI is now increasing. That puts pressure on your ecosystem. Inflation is now high. What are your thoughts here, Craig, about the future of where markets maybe trend for the rest of this year, if it does align with the 18-year cycle? Now, again, black swan events aside, just purely on analytics here, what are your thoughts?
I think the markets break down and go lower soon enough this year. I think in 2026, we're going to see the markets roll over, I think. Latest 27, but I think 2026 has a long road to go. Crypto itself may have a shorter road, but I think equities and things have a bear market to go through, just like they always do. It's cyclic. We've said this before, you can't have summer without winter. It's so true in the markets. There needs to be a cool off. There will be a cool off. If there's not, it'll be just about the first time ever. Even if the cool off's not as big as what I'm suggesting, I think there will be one. And I think there'll be better price opportunities later versus now. I don't think this is the bottom. I don't think we've seen the bottom of crypto, but maybe we have, give or take. Look, the range I'm looking at, man, is 55 to 65. So we might have seen the 59K level that we've hit. Might be the low, no cheaper than that. And to be honest, that's fine. 59. I mean, when we're at 127K, bro, 59 is a fairly significant pullback from 127. So I'm not like that, like perma bear. That's like we're going to 16K. Even though I joke about 38K, 38K for me would have to involve a black swan of some sort. So I can't predict black swan. So I'm not going to like sit here and say, guys, have your bunker ready and like there's a black swan coming. I don't want to get into one of those mindsets, because people like that just miss bottoms. Not that I'm trying to catch a bottom, but they miss moves, right? So I'm being very careful not to be that guy. I just think with all this inflation coming in, it's just like, oh no, like it's just everything that I thought has happened. But it's not like I'm a genius, bro. All of this was lining up for the last
Well, I mean,
Long time.
Australia's been having issues like this, so it's no surprise to see another Western society, being America, having the same issues now of inflation. Like particularly when you put,
Yeah.
oh, dude, more rain. It's just raining constantly at the moment. It's probably the UK. When you put pressure on fuel in a country, of course you're going to see inflation everywhere. Okay, groceries, fuel supplies. The PPI, producer price index. Hence why it's gone up so much, because producers need fuel one way or another. Transport's a big part of exporting and importing and all of that sort of stuff. So definitely something to keep on your radar. But the Senate did confirm that Kevin Walsh is Wash. How would you even say that? Wash
Wash?
to Wash. That's a weird name, eh?
That's
Wash.
real weird. I don't think
I don't
this
know how.
matters, bro. Does this matter?
Like, do you
Like,
like? I mean, people are clinging on. They see news articles like this. They're clinging on to any form of bullish hopium.
what's
It's
he
a
gonna
sign of.
do? What's he gonna do? Like
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Cut rates?
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. How could, like, he can't cut
Okay.
rates when the inflation's going up? Like, he can't do that. So
So
yeah,
I just
interesting.
don't think he's even got an option, and that makes you sort of. It kind of makes you think Jerome Powell never really had an option either, did he? Like he
No,
didn't
but
actually. His hand
yeah.
was kind of tied. He couldn't cut rates, man. As much as Trump was like cut rates, cut rates, cut rates, the thing is, I think Trump comes from a different angle. Trump comes from a
Mm,
real estate angle and someone who's got loads of money probably in the equities market. So
mm,
he's okay. Like he can like cut the rates. It's just going to send all this shit higher. But for everyone
mm.
else who's buying groceries, that's not a good option. And I look, man, I'm a homeowner. I want rates cut, but we can't, man. Like the
No,
market,
dude. Oh, trust me. Like, I'm a homeowner recently, and so it's crazy. Like, I'm trying to think about what's my best decision moving forward right now. Like, it's like
yeah. Do
it's
we
such
lock
an.
in a rate now? Like,
Well, I split my loan. I split my loan.
yeah,
Just split it because we have a little bit of a kitty in our offset account, so it is helping a little bit. But I did decide. I was thinking, like, I was having this chat to my dad last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago, about how I'm like, I was using the wrong term. I'm like, well, rates are probably going to go up. So I'm saving money by fixing my rate at a lower amount. And he's like, well, you're not saving money. You're still spending more money. I'm like, well, yes, in theory, but I know that rates are probably going to continue up, at least here in Australia, maybe not necessarily in the US. So why not at least fix a portion of it for that period of time? And then use the offset for a little bit of liquidity and a little bit sort of flexibility. But it's such a tough time, man. I actually genuinely, I don't know what to do. Based in with the current Labor government, it's probably not a bad time to still
yeah.
hold my house. I don't mind that, but if the new government that comes in 2028, or if Labor continues in 2028, there's been a few people I've been talking to. Greg, what are your thoughts about this? If you look at Europe, they are taxing unrealized gains. Yeah, well, we had a 20% deposit, Stracco. So that was like to beat the LVR. Yeah,
That's good. You're lucky you had that. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
well,
good.
I
I
mean, we
never had
didn't.
20% when I bought. I had 10.
Well, we borrowed. See, that's the thing. I owe the company money, so this is I probably need to go talk to a financial advisor about all of this, because, like, what is the most strategic way to get out of this
Yeah.
situation in the coming sort of years with now the changes as well? If Labor gets into government, I've heard a few of my Aussie friends in my chats on Twitter say that they think that they might tax unrealized gains, Craig, in the future.
They've teased about it. They teased about it about 6 months ago, and it got rejected pretty hard.
Yeah.
In Parliament, they started talking about it. They brought it. I think they brought it to the floor, and it got smashed out.
Yeah.
I was surprised it got rejected. To be honest, I was surprised because I think they're gagging to do it, because in Australia specifically, the government need money. They've been overspending. So how do they get more money? They print or they tax, or both, actually. So here we are. Oh God, Greenie, it's a tough time to be talking about this, isn't it?
It's like if they tax unrealized gains, well, then our job becomes obsolete, and my company should not be in Australia anymore.
No, that for me, bro, that would be a big concern for me. Please don't do that. That will kind of start to force my hand.
Yeah.
I really don't want to leave this country either.
There's too many. I agree with Stracco. Like, there's too many gray area. Like, how do you tax? Like, how do you? Is it like tax daily? Is it tax weekly? Is it tax monthly? It's like, well, yeah, it's Yeah, we are just, I mean, Geep, you're right. We're just the low hanging fruit. They don't give a shit about it. It's like this whole governmental tax change in Australia is literally targeting an absolute minority of people who own multiple properties. And the majority of the politicians who made this call are those fucking people that own multiple properties. The common Australian doesn't even own one property. So why the hell would you bring in these new tax rules? Anyways, you can tell it's an interesting time. It's
Passionate time. It's a passionate time. I think this conversation is good because you've got two homeowners who actually have to think this shit through, man. And I think a lot of people listening are hopefully get a bit of value out of it. Even if you're in the States, you know, you can at least see where our heads at the moment. But it's definitely it's a tough time out there. And the thing that really sucks, man, is even though we see the stock market at all-time high, and people are like, look at the markets. You're just your average person, I think, just doesn't have any money. And that's the problem for me. No one's got any money. None of my mates do, man. Like a lot of my friends these days, the ones that are just the business owners are still going okay. All my mates that are business owners, they're okay.
But they're about to rinse that. Let's talk about that in a second with the trust.
Yeah, but employees are bleeding, man. They've got no money. I've got mates who can't afford to go out for dinner now, man. So
it's great. Well, and now, like we spoke about last week, like you've now got Coles and Woolies because they're having issues with inflation for transport with fuel, thanks to Trumpy boy. Like now they have to charge more for milk. Milk is now for 3 liters of milk, Craig. When I was growing up and I was like 18, 3 liters of milk was like $2 or $3. It's now like $5. It's doubled in like less than 10 years in price. Like that's a 2x in inflation. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. And then exactly like you say, if you can't even make ends meet, then these prices continue to increase. Rent's probably going to continue to increase now with all these changes. So I think it's not a bad time for me to buy a house, but in the same capacity, rates are increasing as a mortgage owner. So it's like, well, hold on a minute. It's not the best time to buy. I just need to make a lot of money and somehow strategically get that money out of the company into my personal name or into a separate company so it can accumulate wealth. And the point being with your mates who own small businesses, like they've now, like from July 2028, they're also introducing the discretionary trust tax of 30%. So you know how you could always, what I hate about most of these property influencers is they always assume it's the wife. So I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to say one partner in the family doesn't work. So what, like the business could potentially pay out a portion each year via the trust to the partner at a lower tax rate, right? So, and it's all completely legal, and it's been legal for fucking so long. And it's something that I'm now using as well. And now they're about to go and make that basically 30% and obsolete as well. So like, it's like fascinating. It's fascinating because now I'm like, well, hold on a minute. I just paid an outrageous amount of tax last year, and now you're telling me that you're changing the legal system that has really helped small business owners in our country, and they go out outwardly and say, look, we're here for small business owners. It's like absolutely horseshit. The other point as well, the point that they really hammered home in over the past few days was that they were dropping the tax rate on the lowest portion of income, right? Guess how much money that is? It's like $250 or something per year. Are you fucking stupid, bro? Like that's not even half a week of rent for anybody.
That's just a bribe, bro. That's just a bribe by them to settle down people. That's what that is. And you know we
are giving you money back. We are. Hey, here's a little bit of cash every week. Hey, here's $5 every week back, bro. Are you serious?
It's less than $1 a day.
It's crazy. You can't even buy milk for a week with that money now. That's what I'm saying.
It's like 70 cents a day, bro. Like,
so what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? Like, I love this country. I don't want to leave this country. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Do you know what the answer is? And you said it before, make more money.
You either need to probably leave or make more money. $250 for a pack of smokes. I mean, Stracker, I don't smoke, so I don't.
You might have to start smoking, Reenie.
Maybe I have to become a tobacco importer, Craig, because of how expensive it is. But I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Haji. Like small businesses have been suffering for such a long time, and it's going to get worse. The rich will get richer. I mean, we spoke about the separation now is just going to continue. It's just going to widen. Like one of my best mates, who's like very, very wealthy. Yeah, he said the same thing. It's like, yeah, if you got structures in place, you'll be pretty sweet already. But if you don't, like if you're on that, and I said this to my wife last night, we're not quite there. We're on the brink of we've got a little bit, we've done really well, but how can we take it to that next level that really makes you okay, right? And that's like, obviously having your house paid off is probably, I mean, if you had your mortgage paid off, you're probably fine, right? Because you don't have anything to worry about. You're not over leveraged. You're not paying a debt, all these sorts of stuff. The answer is feed pics. Yeah, maybe it is time for me to start an OnlyFans.
Bro, I'm probably unopposed to it at this point, eh? Just put up some charts with some feet in the back. What do you gotta do? You gotta hustle, right?
Like, hey guys, if you want some feet, but we're gonna throw in some extra alpha, here are some charts with some feet in the photos.
Oh man, might be time for a bit of gay for pay, man. I don't know, but you know what really sucks about it is you sit here and you think, okay, what can I do? I can make more money, right? And you go away and you plan how to make more money. But then on the other side, you seem to have this government that's like, you want to make more money, eh? Naughty, naughty. And they try and like block you. You're like, it's almost like they don't want us to get ahead.
No, it's not. And then meanwhile, they're sitting there on their 400K salaries with multiple properties using an old law. Now they're going to grandfather the system. So new people just bug it. And they're talking about new people helping new people. I'm sorry. No, that's not how it works, legend. I got to, I actually have a post. I have a scheduled tweet in about 20 minutes. That's a banger. Hopefully it hits the Aussies right in the core again. It's just a comparison. It's a comparison between life about 30 years ago and life today. So yeah, keep an eye out for that on my Twitter. It'll be a banger. Hopefully that gets a bit of traction as well. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, Geep says nothing is legislated there. Yeah, I do agree. Small chance to get thrown out. Yeah, fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed.
I'm getting grief in one of the ape chats. A guy called Jay, shout out to Jay, he's giving me shit going because I said lower high, and he goes, Craig, stop with the bearish takes. Remember what happened last time you were bearish? I was like, what? This little pump to 83? He's like, come on, man. What, you gonna call me wrong because of that little pump? Oh man, we need more pain, bro. I promise you.
Okay, Craig. Connor's got a great question here. What do you think BTC is a hedge against inflation? What do you think? Like, is that
thus far it has been? Yes.
Do you think it continues? Well, I mean, I would argue
they're printing money. How can it not? Everything's a hedge against it, really. You can hold corn and a hedge.
Yeah. Well, no. I disagree with that because corn is inflationary. You can always plant more corn and grow more corn. My thought is there's only 10,000 Bored Ape Yacht Club apes, but there's 20 plus million Bitcoin out there, guys. I don't know if you know the math. That you do the math, guys, but I don't know. Like 10,000 punks,
basically. Buying
10,000 punks. But Craig keeps calling for 38K. I literally replied to him in a chat this morning. Craig's like, 38K Bitcoin. I said, Craig, your ape will be worth $5,000 at a 38K Bitcoin. And he was like, so be it. I'm happy to sacrifice my ape. There's some exclusive behind the scenes content for you guys.
For the greater good, I'll wear that.
Fair.
Welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
But no, honestly, I wouldn't mind a pullback on, dude, I don't know though. Like, it's also the same conversation as like, maybe if you did see 10K apes again, I would have to click buy. I feel like I would nearly try and buy 2 more and then a swing trade 1 for 2x probably. And then that way that one's free. And then hopefully you can swing trade the second for like a 30K to 50K mark. And then that way they're both free. I don't know. But it's also, it's like, I just want to make simple plays. Like I want to spend time day trading and making money there, but I want to also make simple passive plays, Craig. And apes just seem simple passive play as I don't know. We just have to wait and see. But
yeah, I mean, I'm obviously going to agree with you because I own a few. But that's the reason I own a few. I think if you're going to be in the NFT space, and you and I spoke about this at length, you want to own the top dog, right? And I'm probably still going to say CryptoPunks may. Actually, let's chat about this. Which is the top dog in NFTs, CryptoPunks or apes?
They're different.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Cool. One's art. One's culture.
One's historical and art, and will always be seen as the prodigy. Let's call it. But yes. one is the face of NFTs. Like I know, and like. But I mean, from a normie level. Not an investor, not a wealth. Like a lot of people in particularly crypto they're forward thinking. They're probably wealthier than a lot of other people. So their wealth lens is like, no, well, a punk is the face of NFTs. I would agree with you. Yes. However, from a normie focus, I would argue far more people probably know what an ape is compared to a punk. But I could be wrong. Punks are very well known these days. But I would say, yeah, it's a tough one.
Right.
I would say, but I as someone who's owned both, I do prefer owning an ape, which is weird. I don't know if it's a better community. I think it's a better community. But that's the whole. They're in different avenues. Again, like you're a collector with a punk, and it's art and its historical provenance, whereas an ape is very much community, other side, club, merch. Like it is a different play. But
would you say apes are a bit more vibrant, community-wise, a bit more lively?
And we spoke about that with Figgy. Like what I love about apes, and the more as I dive into holding apes, the more we dive into apes, like the traits, like the amount of traits that apes have are superior to punks in my opinion as well. But again, I would, if I had enough money, I probably would like to buy another punk one day too. But we'll wait and see. I don't really see me making that decision anytime soon. But
I need to make way more money before I do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the time when I did do it last year, it was a really, far out, bro. Anyways.
Yeah, you and I were pretty rich back then, actually. It was nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they pumped 2.5x. Dude, that would have been one of my biggest trades of all time. I would have made a lot of money. But it is
that sucks you got robbed of that one.
Yeah, and it's actually punks. A punk PFP is what scammed me, actually. So a bit of a resentment there. Anyways, just briefly, we've had PPI increase, we've had CPI increase, but rates are pretty much still smack bang on where we assume they would be. 99% for June to stay at current amount. July also 99%. September gets a little bit interesting, starts to drop a little bit with an 8% increase potentially on the cards. And then it does start to increase a little bit later by October, 20% increase of at least one hike of an interest rate. So the PPI, I mean, it does depend perhaps on, I mean, we're 4 weeks away from the next decision. So, and it'll be a new chair, which is very interesting. But yeah, just something to note there that even though we've seen CPI, PPI increase, it hasn't necessarily translated to rates showing us that they will have an increase over in America. So do be aware of that. Craig, the last story I want to talk about today is, where is this? Here it is. We've spoken about him previously, but Charles Schwab launches spot.
There's Jay's pulled up. What's up, Jay? Sorry, Greedy. Lower high, Jay. Lower high. Apes higher, though.
Charles Schwab launches spot BTC ETH and trading to select retail clients. I mean, this is a big financial company institution in America. Said is make Schwab crypto available to first wave of eligible retail clients starting next Tuesday. They reported 11.
He named it after himself, Greeny. Schwab crypto.
Of course he did. Of course he did. What? Look at this, Craig. Look, this is why, bro. He's got $11.7 trillion in client assets at the end of March.
Jesus, man. But is this the same? I'm going to sound like an idiot here. Is this the same Charles Schwab that is part of the World Economic Forum? Or am I retarded, guys? Like, who is this guy? Is it the similar? You know, no, that's a different name. No, different dude. Okay, it is a different dude. Similar name. Okay, cool. Okay, so this guy's a big baller, huh? Yeah.
He's a big baller. Hey, he's in the trillies, bro. We can't even talk. We don't even know what that is. We don't even know what that is.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's go back to, so he's just, this happened, I think, a week ago or whatever. We spoke about this coming, and it's obviously now happened.
Yeah.
How big is this news? I mean, I guess it's big if he's got 11 trillion.
Yeah, well, I mean, the news is just crypto is becoming more people, and this just allows more retail participation. No, we're not going to talk about that because I got slammed in the comments for putting a tweet up that did 20,000 views. You know, it was a bit of a heater. We're not going to talk about that, Rero. We're not going to talk about it. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's good news. Would you say it's good news? The more the merrier, or is it just another? Is it more ETF inflow outflow counter trading?
No, it's bullish. It's bullish, bro. All of these are bullish. Every one of these stories. Yeah,
sorry, it is an institution. I will agree with Hugo. This is an institution. He's just the dog at the top.
Yeah, that's right. No, this stuff's bullish, bro. The more the more this, I just don't know what will happen over time. I just think this forces naturally Bitcoin to go higher over time. But like we've spoken about, does volatility reduce over time?
Well, yes. Diminishing returns, yes.
Yeah. So yes. And does this accelerate that that lack of volatility? Yes. But does it come closer to making Bitcoin a household name? Yes. Will it encourage normies to buy over time? Yes. Will that help the price over time? Yes. So I think it's not. I think it's bullish, and I think over time it's only going to help Bitcoin's price go to that $1 million fabled number we'd all love to see. That may take a decade, may take longer. But no, I like these articles. They don't hit the same as they used to, just because we've become numb to it because we all have TikTok brains. So once you see this 3 times now, it's like, nah, who cares? But man, bro, when I got in 21, if I saw this, I would have had to change my undies, man. This would have been phenomenal. The price probably would have gone, Zhoosh. Not now, because people have kind of got numb to it. Just shows how we are such emotional creatures, aren't we, really? But no, I think it's bullish. I think it's bullish. What are your thoughts? Do you like that, Greeny? Do you like seeing the big dogs get in like that? Or do you prefer they keep away and leave it to the little guy?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, they're just making fees from it's a business decision. Like,
Yeah.
the more I learn about life, the more I understand marketing and the more I understand business. Like, it's crazy how much my perspective has shifted even the past 5 years, 3 years.
Yeah, becoming a business owner will make your view of the world very different to an employee. It's probably worth doing for everyone.
Yeah, advertisement and marketing, fascinating.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Watch the footy, we'll watch whatever, the news. In between, I'll be literally judging the ads, going, oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That was a shit ad. Okay, that was a good ad. That made me laugh. That made me think that song, like all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so like it is interesting. So roughly only 480 to 500 million people worldwide as of 2026 own Bitcoin or have exposure to Bitcoin. The crazy part is less than 1 million wallets, Craig, hold at least one Bitcoin. Again, this is speculation, but very interesting. Very interesting. Crypto.com reported 740 million crypto owners in 2025. So it's obviously come down perhaps.
Oh yeah, it's come down, huh?
Yeah, so roughly, let's say 12.24% of the population, if it's a little bit higher towards that 1 billion mark. So, how many kids are there in the world? Probably billions of kids in the world. So you could argue, take another 10, 20% off. So you could say that maybe a fifth of adults own Bitcoin. How much of the world is lower class in terms of socioeconomics, in terms of poverty? Probably quite a lot. So it is probably relatively quite high for most people in. Hey, Guerrero, I'll be at the game, bro. I'll be at the game on Sunday.
Let's
really
go.
excited. Magic round for our NRL fans.
It's gonna be a banger round, bro. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, but I've got a Bucks party on Saturday, so I might be a little dusty on Sunday, which is not gonna be nice.
Ooh, not a game, really.
But yeah, no. Shout out to SwiftX. So I'm in a box, Greg. I'm in a box. So
let's go. Enjoy, bro. Yeah, the rich get richer chat. The rich get richer.
I don't get anything out of it. I don't get. I mean, outside of my pleasure of getting to watch the Broncos beat the Waratahs. I mean, the Waratahs beat the Warriors.
They're playing the Warriors, is it?
Yeah. It'd actually be a good game. I think I actually would probably nearly tip the Warriors to win because Broncos just have so many injuries. But anyways, Craig, if you say 12% of the global population, say 20% of kids, take that out. That's quite a lot of people. It's quite a lot of people.
It is actually quite a lot. I mean, for this weird digital coin that is not tangible and you can't hold in your hand, pretty amazing to think 500 million people own it. What can I just ask before we close up the show? If we want to close it up, depends. What are the wallets doing at the moment, Greeny? You've always got some pretty good data there. Are whales still accumulating Bitcoin at a rapid rate? Or is that slowing down? Because I think that's quite a good thing to keep on our. And are the smaller wallets selling off still?
So if we have a look, since April, well, I mean, let's go from the start of the year. So yeah, since the start of the year, we've seen an increase from 19,450 wallets to 20,000. So about 700 wallets of over 100 Bitcoin. So 100 Bitcoin, I think that's from memory, that's like 8 million. Is that right? Is my math right there? 100 times whatever the price is. So like say it's 80K. Yeah, I think that's 8
Yeah,
million.
yeah, 8 million.
Yeah, so that's actually not a lot when you do think about it in terms of the wealth in the world. Like, that's a lot of money to me. I've never made that much money, but it's more the point being, like, in the world, that's not much money. Um,
Yeah.
so we have seen an increase of about 700 wallets since then, Craig. But it has declined a little bit. We have seen a decline, not a lot. There's 40 wallets have declined since 81K. So I mean, it goes up and down. But the trend as we've spoken about. How do I reset this? Let me just refresh the page. The trend, as we said, since October 2024, Craig, has been aggressive accumulation by people with I mean, price of Bitcoin then was 62. So basically, people with more than $6 million since that point in time have been accumulating Bitcoin at the fastest rate we've seen since 2014, 2015, 2016. So very interesting. If we go and just have a look at Bitcoin active addresses, if it
Yep.
wants to load for me, they are down, but I mean, active addresses means it can just mean on chain, right? Like either sent or received transactions. So it's not really that necessarily important. So rather, a better indicator is this one. So addresses holding X amount of Bitcoin year over year.
Yeah.
0.01 Bitcoin, which, I mean, I was sure there's plenty of wallets out there that actually own less than 0.01 Bitcoin, because that's still a bit of money to a lot of people. 0.01 Bitcoin, like, I mean to people watching the show, it probably doesn't sound like much, but to a common person, that it's $800. Like, that's still a lot of money. Like, that's $1,000 to a lot of people, is a lot of money around the world.
Yeah.
That's the perspective you need to take. But as you can see, Craig, what do you note here? All of the wallets, so all of the retail wallets being
Sort of
one Bitcoin,
stagnating, isn't it?
they have stagnated since 2023. That's a fascinating conversation in itself. Is that due to the fact of it becoming harder to attain one Bitcoin being as large as $126,000 US, so like
Good point.
200,000 Australian dollars nearly?
Yeah.
Is that it's probably becoming harder, but also has the novelty worn off of crypto being that upside, and people would rather gamble on memes or go and look at altcoins, or maybe look at stocks more recently? Like, what's your takeaway from that? Because as you can see here, across all three addresses amount, 0.01 Bitcoin is down. Well, sorry, it's been stagnated since 2023. 0.1 Bitcoin, which is $8,000 of Bitcoin, it has actually gone down since 2023 by about 100K people or 100K wallets. And 1 Bitcoin is down 20,000 wallets, Craig, since 2023 as well. Very much stagnating. And I would say, you know what? As Bitcoin accumulates over time and continues to mature as an asset, and it becomes more, as we say, like, accessible for more people, one would argue this is probably the trend now. The peak of Bitcoin accumulation for retail was probably 2023, and it's probably going to be harder for people to accumulate moving forward if it continues to go up.
Yeah, I guess looking at the transition there from bear to bull, you saw a little pump in all of them from 22 to 23. They all went up.
Yeah.
So the fact we're holding bear market level, bull market levels in a bear market, for me, is bullish, and I'd almost expect to see a little pump come 27, 28. I sort of wonder as well if speculators like retail are rather going the ETF route than this route.
Probably.
Yeah.
And super, I mean, I would also be careful with superannuation with the changes that the government's making as well in Australia. I'd very much talk to a financial advisor about all that. But yeah, I would say, yeah, it probably doesn't reflect it anymore, Craig, because you're right. Like, on-chain accumulation is going down, I would argue, too, due to ETFs, due to managed funds, due to super funds. So yeah, I would agree with
People
that.
probably just don't want to deal with it, right? Like, if you're a normie like my dad, it honestly, for me to explain to him to how to buy Bitcoin, how to put on a ledger, keeping a seed phrase,
Even an exchange. Yeah.
it's too much for him. It really will be. Like, it's not like he's not capable of it, but at his ripe old age now, can he really be bothered? Like, he's in the sunset of his career, if you want to call it, or life now. Like, my dad's over 70 now, man. So for him, does he really want to stress about losing that seed phrase? Whereas an ETF for him might be much more appealing. And our parents' ages are probably more used to people managing their funds. Whereas what I'm interested in is the younger generation going to value self-custody more than institutions looking after it? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say self-custody becomes a very powerful thing, because I think the younger generations, e.g. my son, I think they're going to be even less trusting of the government than we are, because what I'm noticing over time, generation by generation, is they lose trust. Like, I've got less trust than my dad. My son, I think, will have less trust than me, meaning I think they're going to want to take matters into their own hands even more than we did, which is
Self-custody, just yeah. Look, I mean, companies own exchanges and whatnot as well. I would agree with that though. Self-custody, it's like people still maybe, oh, Greeny, should I get exposure via an ETF? I'm like, dude, buy the fucking asset itself.
Yeah.
Like, so you're paying fees for management. You'll probably be paying fees on the spread. But go to I can show you how to go about buying it at a very market rate order book style. Yeah, it's bloody a bit more of a pain, particularly if you are maybe over 50, over 60, and you don't have much tech experience. It's an absolute nightmare when I'm trying to talk to my dad about this stuff. Yeah. But at least you're buying it at the cost basis of that price, and you're not paying spread fees. You're not paying a fee on top of that for management. So yeah, I would assume, yeah, self-custody. I mean, I own a very small amount of Bitcoin right now personally. So I'm stuck between, like, because I would need to make money elsewhere for me to hold the Bitcoin, Craig. That's my worry, is like, I want to hold it, and I would love to have exposure to that and maybe borrow against it in time. We spoke about that previously with crypto-backed loans, but then you're paying interest on a wealth that you've created. It's like, why not just sell it and then try and swing trade again? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I would love to be wealthy and just chuck one Bitcoin. I mean, I don't even have one Bitcoin, but like chuck a Bitcoin or half a Bitcoin on a ledger and just forget about it for 10 years. Like, that would be probably alpha. But I don't know. It's a tough time. But no surprise to see this coming down. And arguably, Craig, do you think this increases? I agree with your point there. The trend being heading into a bull market year, you do see accumulation increase. I mean, if we have a look there, actually, no, sorry. You actually see increases coming into a bear market, Craig. My apologies. So if we look at bull market years were 2025, 2021, you actually saw increases after a bull market because price becomes more affordable. And in 2017, you actually saw increases after that year too. So if we don't actually see an increase this year, Craig, that's the first time we've broken the trend in Bitcoin's history. And either it's becoming too expensive or people are not buying on chain anymore is probably the takeaway. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. Yep. That'll be interesting to see. Very interesting. I'm expecting to see, I'd be expecting to see an increase this year / next year on that. But like you said, if we don't, something's happening. What that is, I'm going to guess it's ETFs, either that or lack of interest in crypto comparatively to other things like AI, equities, things like that, which at the moment, a casual observer, if you said to them, what would you rather be in, crypto or equities? They're going to say equities or stocks, because they're going to go look at the chart and go, oh my God, this thing's pumping. I need in on this. Versus looking at Bitcoin going, God, it's pulled back 50%. That looks like opportunity. Retail just don't seem to look at it like that. They want the hot thing now, rather than the hot thing that might be hot in a year. That's just not how they tend to work. I told Jay I'd hold his hand through this bear market, Greeny. That's what he's referring to. Yeah, I got you, Jay. Don't worry, man. Tune in. Greeny and I have got you, man.
Well, daily close was bearish. We're back below the previous low here at 79.4. So we'll wait and see what happens over the next few days. But is this a sign that we're correcting to a little bit here and then we're going to pump one more time to 83, 85? Or are we going to have a deeper correction back towards low 70s? We'll wait and see. Craig, any last comments you want to talk about today? I mean, I did have in my title on Twitter that quite a few tokens have pulled back, but it has now reset across the mark. I'll pull up this AI token I'm in, Craig. It's up 50% in the last few days. So again, you get this analysis inside GTG. So come and join us in GTG. It's a great place to learn. And J-Day, we can hold your hand inside GTG. So check it out, seriously. Outside that, I mean, a lot of tokens did correct. VVV was down 15% over the last couple of days. Other tokens that were pumping quite a lot were also down considerably. Useless was down 20% yesterday, Craig, after pumping undoubtedly one of the hardest over the past week. Giga also more like is slowing down a little bit as well. So the tokens that did pump really aggressively into this move have corrected. Also, Zcash finding no strength here at the golden pocket. We spoke about that earlier in the week. It looks like it wants to maybe break below here and trade back towards probably the VWAP at around $1,414. Any last comments, Craig, for today's show from you?
No, I think great show, man. We rambled on nicely there. I think there's a lot of good stuff at the front. There was just one last question there. Conley asked, any thoughts on the bear possibly being less brutal than previous ones? I feel like the cycle broke at the beginning of the cycle when we went all-time high before the halving. Possibly we enter new bulls sooner than expected. What's your thoughts there?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, diminishing returns both sides, right? I would argue as mature as a crypto. Crypto as an asset class matures, as Bitcoin matures as an asset itself, yes, you're going to have diminishing returns to the upside and therefore diminishing returns to the downside. That's just naturally what happens as a market cap increases. The one I would also hazard a guess that time during a bear market is slowly increasing as well. So yes, your bear market periods won't last as long. However, it's going to be dependent on macro news. And I think that's an important part as well to always be aware of. Like macro fundamental news, all this sort of stuff will depend on what happens with Bitcoin and crypto more broadly. It always has and it always will be a factor. So yeah, I would argue yes. Like, I mean, I still want to see us chop. I want to see us come down, grab at least some of that liquidity towards 55K. Over the next couple of months, and that would actually be very bullish for me for probably a really nice maybe breakout of that range later this year in 2026, or possibly and probably more likely into 2027. Guys, our website is live, so please go check it out, marketmates.xyz. I've got it up on the screen right now. Shout out to Craig and his wife for perfecting it over the past couple of weeks. Love to see it. I've chucked it in the chat. Craig's chucked it in the chat. It's in the description down below of the live stream, guys. You can come check it out. If you know someone that wants to obviously be a guest on the show, tell them to go here and they can apply for that. We get the email and we'll chat with them directly. Alternatively, if you know someone or you want to partner with us specifically, whether it's a sponsorship job or whatever it is, okay, you can obviously apply from the website as well. We have all of our guests and we'll be updating all of the guests that we have on our show throughout time. But love to see it. Love to see some familiar faces there that we haven't seen on the show for a while as well. But yeah, guys, make sure you do go to Market Mates YouTube as well. Chuck that in the chat. Like, please go follow, go subscribe. We're trying to monetize that. It's an absolute journey to monetize a YouTube channel. I mean, Craig hasn't even monetized his YouTube channel, but basically come to Market Mates.
Next bull market, man. Next bull market, I'll have it done.
Yeah, come here, guys, and basically, please come in and have a look at this. So come here, click subscribe. We're at 54. I think you need 1,000 subscribers, Craig, to hit like one of the metrics. Like, so it's absolutely astronomical, guys. We are growing in a bear market, so please go to Market Mates right now on YouTube and go click subscribe. It's literally free. It supports us, and we very much appreciate it. So yeah, it's got all our clips on there. It's also got obviously our previous live streams, and we're trying to grow that very quickly here in the bear market. Craig, any last plugs as well? I mean, plug the website. That's soon. We plug the YouTube. We will be thinking about a community something soon. We're just trying to figure out what's the best value we provide, and then obviously how that actually looks. So do keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, no, exciting times, dude. Good to get that website out. I know I've had DMs in the past, and I actually have some ones now of a lot of NFT mints reaching out to me and going, can you come talk on the show and stuff like that. So I'm like, look, it's good to have this website because now I've got somewhere to direct them to rather than do it so clumsily through DMs. DMs on X are pretty, they're so easy to lose. Whereas, guys, go through the official channel here. It just makes Greeny and my life a lot easier to book people in. So if you've got a product that you want to get exposure to or amplify, or you want people to see it, definitely reach out to us. If you are, an exchange or someone out there that needs amplification as well, definitely reach out to us. We've got a separate category to that, not being a guest, but rather a partner. We've got a category for that as well, so we can work with you guys and see what's best for you guys and for us. We'll be here all bear market. We'll be here all bull market. Hopefully you see me in a gold chain after the next bear market, then you'll know I've made it. But I've got a long way to go. Now, super proud of what we're doing, Greeny. I think the fact you and I turn up every day, good job, man. good job. We're building here, and hopefully plenty of you guys are on for the journey. Just subscribe. Thanks, Anthony. We appreciate it, dude. It is really tough to grow in a bear market. There's no two ways about it. The only thing you can do as creators is turn up every day, try to deliver so much value that people just cannot resist following. So hopefully we're doing that, Greenie. Greenie's hair's also looking fabulous today. I hope you guys are appreciating
That's why we're
the volume.
yeah, dude, I don't do my hair in the mornings at the moment.
I remember when I was younger, my hair was luscious like that, man. It takes me back, actually. So enjoy it, man. Enjoy it until it starts thinning out. But yeah, big shout. It was a great show. I actually enjoyed that. That went fast, dude. That was fast. So I appreciate you guys all showing up. We had a pretty good turnout on X today. Maybe my harassing the apes in the chat actually paid off. Shout out to all the apes in the room. And I want to shout out all the guests over the last 3 years that have jumped on our show. When we were building this website, dude, I was looking at that list of guests. I was like, jeez, man, that's not bad. That's a good lineup, man.
And there's actually way more people as well. That we like Scarly's not on there. A bunch of other people as well. That we could. Dialer's not on there. Like there's even more people. There's more people on there.
Look at Big PO there with the Bitcoin eyes. What a legend!
Yeah.
Shout out to But yeah, we're what time is it here? It's Australia. We start the show at 9 a.m. So it's just before 10:15 a.m. for us now. So Greenie, great show. What's today? Thursday. Actually, my wife leaves today to New Zealand, so everyone wish me luck. It's myself and my son and my dog here. So my wife's leaving. The only female in the house is leaving. So hopefully things don't fall apart for the next 4 days while it's only the boys here at home. Wish me luck. We're probably going to have toast every meal until she gets back. So if you see me looking skinny, guys, feel free to send some Uber Eats my way. But I will see you guys on the timeline. We've got lots of work to do, Greenie. Other than that, 38K, brother. Give me 38K. And good
guys.
It's me.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, go to Market Mates on YouTube, go to Market Mates on Twitter, and click follow and subscribe for both of them. Very much appreciate support as we continue to grow out this show that we've been live for 3 years. We're just branching it from our personal brands to an actual brand of the company as well, and the brand of Market Mates. Guys, have a lovely day, have a lovely night, and we'll be live again tomorrow. Same to you, Craig. Have a great day, mate. Bye bye.